The President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Good morning, everyone. And shall we go straight to the heart of the matter? And I will now administer the oath of office to our newly promoted generals and flag officers. Please, all those who will be taking their oath, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, your name, having been promoted to the rank of your rank, do hereby solemnly swear that I will well and faithfully discharge, to the best of my ability, the duties of my present position, and of all others I may hereafter hold, under the Republic of the Philippines, that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines, and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. President. May we now request the President for his message.
National Defense Secretary Gilbert Tudoro Jr., Special Assistant to the President, Secretary Anton Lagdameo, the Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff, General Romeo Browner, and the Major Service Commanders, newly promoted generals and flag officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, and the graduates of the foreign pre-commissioned training institutions, fellow workers in government, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, magandang umaga at mainit ang napagtanggap dito sa Palasyo ng Malacanang. Leadership teaches us that every challenge is an opportunity where we can shine. And in the toughest of times, leaders are those who have the ability to transform challenges into victories. Each of you here have your fair share of challenges in protecting the Filipino people and in protecting our nation. But you have risen above those challenges. You persevered in improving our country's security, you have pursued reforms to better your organization, and you have taken steps to enhance your capabilities. This day is dedicated to those achievements. The courage, dedication, and patriotism of those who have taken the mantle of leadership in the armed forces deserve the highest recognition and admiration from a proud and grateful nation. So in behalf of the entire Filipino citizenry, I extend my sincerest congratulations to the 35 newly promoted AFP generals and flag officers and to the 9 graduates of foreign pre-commissioned training institutions. This career milestone testifies to the hard work, dedication, and adherence to the fulfillment of your duties as vanguards of your security. As you move forth with your journey on this lifelong commitment to the nation, carry always with you the core values of the AFP. I am certain that you can never go astray, so long as you are guided by the time-honored principle of serving with honor and with integrity. To our FPCTI graduates and our new generation of leaders, may you be inspired by the achievements of your senior officers as you grow into the AFP organization. The training, the discipline, the strategies that you acquired abroad will certainly boost our forces' capabilities, especially amidst the increasingly uncertain geopolitical landscape. Our nation relies on you to bring fresh perspectives that will strengthen our defense systems and enhance military cooperation across borders. Undoubtedly, the world demands more from us now than was demanded from us before. We are now expected to be innovative. We are expected to be agile and to have foresight. But one demand that has never changed, and that is for courage. To have the courage to respond, to have the courage to adapt. Last week, we successfully conducted the 7th iteration of multilateral maritime cooperative activity with the Defense Forces of Canada and of the United States. That demonstrates that we remain resolute in preserving our sovereignty by ensuring regional peace and international cooperation, in line with our shared mandate to protect the people and the state, and to secure the country's sovereignty and the integrity of our national territory. The AFP reaffirms its commitment during the Solidarity Pact signing for the 2025 national and local elections. Once again, we find ourselves at a critical juncture where we have to preserve not only the integrity of our election, but the very ethos of our democracy. As a nation that deeply values and honors our right to vote, we are counting on the armed forces to ensure a peaceful, credible, and orderly conduct of the electoral process that Filipinos expect from us. We cannot fail them. To our esteemed officials and graduates today, be among those who stand at the forefront as we march towards a secure, prosperous, and thriving Bagong Pilipinas, a Bagong Pilipinas we all aspire for. Let us all be shining examples of how Bagong Pilipinas should be: disciplined, patriotic, and ever committed to the greater good for the greatest number. Be assured that this administration stands with you, side by side, in upholding peace, democracy, and the rule of law. As your Commander-in-Chief, I offer you my salute and express my utmost appreciation to all your selfless sacrifices and services, not only to get to this point, but all through the years of your duty. This, of course, extends to your families and loved ones who have had their fair share of sacrifices to support you in your career. To quote Winston Churchill during the Second World War, they serve too. Those who wait for their loved ones to come back from war also serve. Once again, congratulations to all of you. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay ang sandatahang lakas ng Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
Thank you, Mr. President. May we request the President to kindly grant us the photo opportunity. Vice Admiral Jose Ma Ambrosio Q. Espeleta, Philippine Navy, Flag Officer in Command, Philippine Navy, with family. Thank you. Lieutenant General Agustin S. Malinit, Philippine Air Force, Inspector General Armed Forces of the Philippines, with family. Okay, thank you. Lieutenant General Ferdinand Okay, thank you. May we now have Lieutenant General Ferdinand P. Banandon, Philippine Army, the Commander of the Armed Forces Intelligence Command, with family. Thank you. Next, Rear Admiral Alan M. Javier, Philippine Navy, Chief of Naval Staff, Philippine Navy, with family. Okay, thank you. Major General Ferdinand B. Napuli, Philippine Army, Inspector General, Philippine Army, with family. Okay, thank you. Major General Simplicius G. Adisir, Philippine Navy Marines, Deputy Commander, Armed Forces Intelligence Command, with family. Thank you. Major General Ivan D.R. Papera, Philippine Navy Marines, Chief Armed Forces of the Philippine Systems Engineering and Modernization Office, with family. Thank you. Major General Cirilo C. Balaoro Jr., Philippine Army Commander, 2nd Infantry Division, Philippine Army, with family. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Next, we have Major General Ramil G. Oloroso, Philippine Air Force, Commander of the Air Mobility Command, Philippine Air Force, with family. Thank you. We now have Major General Adonis Ariel G. Orio, Philippine Army Commander, 8th Infantry Division, Philippine Army, with family. Thank you. Rear Admiral Florante N. Gagua, Philippine Navy, Commander of the Naval Installation Command, Philippine Navy. Thank you. Rear Admiral Juario C. Marayag, Philippine Navy, Commander of the Naval Sea Systems Command, Philippine Navy, with family. Okay, thank you. Major General Joseph Norwin D. Pasamonte, Philippine Army, Command of 7th Infantry Division, Philippine Army, with family. Okay, thank you. Brigadier General Walter P. Icaro, Philippine Army, Assistant Deputy Chief of Staff for Command, Control, Communications, Computers, Intelligence, Surveillance, Targeting, Acquisition, and Reconnaissance, AJ-6, Armed Forces of the Philippines, with family. Thank you. Brigadier General Cesar A. Molina, Philippine Army, Commander, 702nd Infantry Brigade, Philippine Army, with family. Thank you. Brigadier General Moises L. Micor, Philippine Air Force, Wing Commander, Tactical Operations Wing Central, Philippine Air Force, with family. Thank you. Brigadier General Bob R. Apostol, Philippine Navy Marines, Command of the 4th Marine Brigade, Philippine Marine Corps, Philippine Navy, with family. Okay, thank you. Brigadier General Hubert S. Asierto, Philippine Army, Commander, Army Artillery Regiment, Philippine Army, with family. Okay, thank you. Brigadier General Rosendo C. Abad Jr., Commander of the Special Forces Regiment, Airborne, Philippine Army, with family. Thank you. Brigadier General Michael G. Lohico, Philippine Army, Deputy Commander, Training Command, Philippine Army, with family. Thank you. Next, Brigadier General Ted B. Dumusmog, Philippine Army, Commander of the 303rd Infantry Brigade, Philippine Army, with family. Thank you. Brigadier General Constancio M. Espina II, Philippine Army, Commander of the Communications, Electronics, and Information Systems Service of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, with family. Okay, thank you. Brigadier General Paulo C. Chodoro, the Assistant Superintendent of the Philippine Military Academy. Thank you. Brigadier General Jonathan M. Aquino, Philippine Air Force, the Wing Commander of the 355th Aviation Engineer Wing, Philippine Air Force, with family. Thank you. Brigadier General Jose Bonifacio F. Calug, Philippine Air Force, Wing Commander, 410th Maintenance Wing of the Philippine Air Force with family. Thank you. Commodore Raul A. Reyes, Philippine Navy, Commander of the Offshore Combat Force, Philippine Fleet, Philippine Navy, with family. Thank you. Brigadier General Jonna D. Dalagit, Medical Corps, Chief Armed Forces of the Philippines Medical Center, with her family. Thank you. Thank you. Next, we have Brigadier General Roderick A. Balbanero, Philippine Army, Army Internal Auditor, Philippine Army, with family. Thank you. Next, Brigadier General Joel A. Inakay, Philippine Air Force, Deputy Commander of the Air Logistics Command, Philippine Air Force, with family. Thank you. Next, Brigadier General Alan Jose L. Taguba, Philippine Army, Commander of the 701st Infantry Brigade, Philippine Army, with family. Thank you. Brigadier General Jose Ambrosio F. Rustia, Philippine Army, Commander of the 201st Infantry Brigade, Philippine Army, with family. Thank you. Next, we have Brigadier General Joseph P. Archog, Philippine Air Force, Assistant Deputy Chief of Staff for Plants, AJ-5 Armed Forces of the Philippines, with family. Thank you. Brigadier General Ronald Jess S. Alcudia, Commander 202nd Infantry Brigade, Philippine Army, with family. Thank you. Next, Commodore Alex V. Gianan, Philippine Navy, Assistant Deputy Chief of Staff for Financial Management, AJ-10, Armed Forces of the Philippines, with family. Thank you. Brigadier General Alaric Avelino P. de los Santos, Philippine Army, Commander, 1102nd Infantry Brigade, Philippine Army, with family. Thank you. We now have the Foreign Pre-Commissioned Training Institutions graduates for calendar year 2024. Second Lieutenant Marcy M. Lagua, Philippine Army, Republic of Korea Military Academy, with family. Thank you. Second Lieutenant Rene Vince R. Martin, Philippine Air Force, Republic of Korea Air Force Academy with family. Thank you. Ensign Jim Adrian Meiji Ruiz, Philippine Navy, Republic of Korea Naval Academy with family. Thank you. Next, Second Lieutenant Carlo Kyle O. Putan, Philippine Air Force of Japan National Defense Academy Air Force with family. Thank you. Second Lieutenant Brian Adam O. Chagas, Philippine Air Force, Japan National Defense Academy Air Force with family. Thank you. Second Lieutenant Charles Xavier J. Calapini, Philippine Air Force of U.S. Air Force Academy with family. Thank you. Second Lieutenant Ruel G. Biniahan, Philippine Air Force, U.S. Air Force Academy with family. Thank you. Next, we have Ensign Christian S.J. Ochong, Philippine Navy, U.S. Naval Academy with her family. Thank you. And the Second Lieutenant Alan Francis E. Dasilao, Philippine Army, U.S. Military Academy, joined by his family. Well, thank you very much to Mr. President. Thank you for granting us the photo opportunity. Well, of course, congratulations to the generals and flag officers of the Army.